Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today, as always, I have a general reading for you. And as always with a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a timeless message and Spirit will always guide you to a message that you need to hear exactly when you need to hear it. And for the ease of channeling, I am going to use the pronouns he or she. But by all means, swap them out if they don't resonate for you. Okay? Swap them out for the ones that do. Okay, so I'm just getting this energy that somebody is feeling really tired, really exhausted. This could be you, or this could be someone around you. For some of you, I feel like this is somebody that you've disconnected from. But let's go ahead and take a look into that energy and see what Spirit wants us to know about this. Okay, I just heard that your happiness has somebody stressed out. Okay, and if you're under a lot of stress, a lot of burden, this can make you feel really, really tired. So for some of you, potentially this is somebody that you're not in contact with, or somebody you're either in contact with this person or you're not. But it's somebody around you or that has been around you, someone who's watching you, your happiness, like you're really flourishing. You're really, really happy. I'm seeing yellow, which is a really joyful colour, okay? You're vibrating really, really high, enjoying your life, enjoying the highs as well as the lows. And this has got somebody really burdened, and they're feeling exhausted as a result of this, okay? Because they're stressed and frustrated. So let's take a look. Yeah, trust your vibes. I feel like you already know this. Something to do with some sort of plot or plan. Maybe some sort of plot or plan to steal your happiness. And somebody's stressed out and frustrated because you were able to see through this. You trusted your vibes. So I feel like somebody was like wearing a mask with you. But they're now realizing that you saw through this mask the whole time and said nothing. They feel played by you. Someone feels like you played them when they were the ones trying to play you. You outsmarted them at their own game. Move your body, and you moved. You took yourself out. You saw what this person was trying to do. You saw through the mask. You saw them for who they really were, what they were really about, and you took yourselves right out. And as a result of stepping away from this person, so this feels like, I don't know if you heard, this is confirmation, okay? Confirmation that you took yourself out of this situation, okay? Somebody was trying to play you, but you played them at their own game. Somebody was wearing a false mask with you, and trying to kind of gaslight you out of your intuition. But they underestimated, like, my hand is shaking. This person is shaking to their core. They're so scared because if you can see through them, who else is seeing through them? Okay? Your abilities, they underestimated your intuition. They knew you were intuitive, but they thought they could kind of gaslight you out of your own intuition. And I think that they did. On some level they did, or they believed that they succeeded, but unbeknownst to them, you were still moving forward. You kept moving forward. You were trusting your intuition and allowing your intuition to guide you with regards to this situation. And then I feel like there was something, and it got to a point where you were like, yeah, nah, I'm out here. And you took yourself out. And as a result, your blessings that were already waiting for you and coming in, because you've removed yourself from this personal situation, your blessings are now trickling in. They're now coming in for you. And it kind of almost feels like it's bop, 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 one after the other, and everything's just like arriving. And this person is seeing this, okay? If this isn't happening right now, this is going to be happening, Okay. For some of you, I feel like this person is still in your energy. They are still, if you're still, if you know who this is, I feel like intuitively you already know who this is. And for some of you, this person is, you're still in contact with this person. This is what's going to happen as a result of moving away from that person, okay? Or this is a sign or information as to how to know the difference between someone who's good for you. When you move away from someone, how do you know you've made the right decision? Because your blessings start to manifest, things start to appear, okay? So for some of you, this is about using your discernment. This is how to trust your intuition when it comes to moving away from individuals. If good things start coming in for you, then and you've distanced yourself from somebody, that's a really good sign that they perhaps didn't have your best interests at heart, okay? But for the majority of you, you've already moved away from this person or this situation, and this person was feeling really smug because they, up until now, they thought they had the upper hand. They thought they had you under control. There was some sort of party or celebration. Again, this is coming up, okay? This is more information on that situation. If you resonate with this reading, do go back and check out the reading that I said, like your secret haters were exposed at a party or event, okay? Because I feel like you're going to resonate with that one as well, because this feels like very like the same person. But this person was using this event or this party to kind of get back in your energy and get back under control, but you didn't go. You trusted your intuition and you stayed away. And as a result of that, this person is losing it, okay? They may not be outwardly losing it at this moment in time, but they're definitely doing it behind closed doors, okay? But it's only a matter of time before what's on the inside is exposed on the outside, okay? But I think there is somebody around them who is already aware that something is off with this person, okay? So if this is you, if you are that person who and I'm not talking to the collective now, I'm talking to the person around this person that hosted some sort of party or event, and your intuition is telling you something is off with this person. Trust it, okay? Trust it, because I think what this person, if this person's not watching, this is what's going on, okay? There was a personal situation that tried to get you to come to a party or event to get back in your energy, okay? You didn't go. People around them are realizing that you're actually doing really well without this person. So this person's made out. For the ease of channeling this, I'm going to go back to talking about this person that's not happy about your happiness as a bully, okay? Because I feel like if this is the energy, this person's energy is from the one with the haters being exposed at a party event. This person's a bully, okay? This person is a bully, and they try to gather others against you, against the collective. So for the ease of channeling, I'm going to refer to that person as the bully, the people around them as the flying monkeys, and you are the collective, okay? If this happened to you. So you're going to have to place yourself where you fit. So this bully hosted some sort of party or event to get back into your energy. They've been telling these flying monkeys, these people around them, that you are nothing without them. Like, you have no friends, you need them. And basically it was a watch how they come running kind of vibe. Well, you took that smirk, that smugness right out of that person because you didn't show up. Because it's not that you need them, it's the other way around. And they're not happy because they feel like you, the collective, has made a mockery of them. So they've been laughing and with others behind your back, basically saying that you're weak, you have no friends, you were codependent on them, and now you've shown them up and made them look like a fool by not going, because you've proved them wrong. Okay, you've moved out of this situation. You knew that there was some ulterior motive with regards to this party or event, and as a result, regardless of the fallout with other people, you chose not to go because you chose to do the right thing for you. And now people around this person are seeing that you're the one that's actually blessed. Okay, they are seeing you, they are seeing you as an actual an angel. Okay, they're realizing that this person that you moved away from, this bully, is not the chosen one. You are the chosen one, and they've been this bully has been imitating you and projecting at you. Okay, so everything that they've been saying about you, these people are now realizing was this bully exposing themselves. Okay, this bully's mask slipped slightly at this party or this event. Okay, they either said or did something, or something slipped and somebody caught it. But this bully thinks they were able to put the mask back on quick enough that they didn't get caught out, or they gaslit somebody else, because I'm hearing them, somebody saying that's not what you said, and then this person going, I didn't say that, that's not what I've said, you've misheard or you've misinterpreted what I said. And this person's going, no, I know exactly what you said. But they kind of dropped it, I think, because obviously they didn't want to make a scene, but they've made a side note. Okay, they've made a side note. So this bully thinks they've gotten away with something, but they haven't. They haven't got away with something. Okay, it's been, and on some level, they know they didn't get away with it. And that's why they're panicking, because they're like, well, if you can see through my mask, who else can see through my mask? Or how long have you been able to see through? How did you see through? How did you know? And it could be this as well, like maybe you haven't had contact with this person for a while. So they thought it would be easier to outsmart you, because they've got this sort of kind of belief, mindset, notion, whatever you want to call it, that if you're not in their energy directly, so this is where they've this is where they've underestimated your intuition. They think that in order for you to be able to read them, you need to be in their energy, you need to be in direct contact with them, because that's the only way they can read your energy. Okay, so cutting contact with them, you have no, but also, so I'm kind of come at it this way, and then I've got to come at it a different way. So they think because they've got no contact with you, you're not able to read their energy, but your messages come direct from the divine. So if there is something about this person that you need to know, or your guides need to warn you about something, you're going to get that message, you're going to get that download. Your intuition is going to tell you one way or another. You don't have to have contact with people. Okay, your intuition is on point. And there's something about tarot cards. This person can't read energy unless they're using tarot cards, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of tarot readers out there that are good tarot readers, but this person in particular misuses tools that were created to help people. Okay, maybe they've been telling other people that without tarot cards your intuition is shit. Okay, now and I'm being drawn to link this to myself as an example, but I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to do that yet, other than I don't need tarot cards to do a reading. I use them because I enjoy them. Okay, so that may be what this person has been saying to others, that you use tarot cards because that's the only way you can read messages, and you're not even that good at that. Whereas actually you're not using tarot cards because you need tarot cards. You use tarot cards because you enjoy using them. You enjoy having the visuals, and you know that other people like to see tarot cards, and it gives your viewers something to watch, something to look at. Okay, they may have been saying that you misuse energy when it comes to tarot, or your spiritual gifts, your something about misusing spiritual gifts. Okay, but this person is basically telling others who they are, not who you are. And I feel like these flying monkeys or people around them have been watching you, have been watching your socials, have been watching, if you have a creative channel. It doesn't have to be, it also doesn't have to be tarot. Okay, but I was just being drawn to that specifically because I do tarot, and I was being used as an example. So apply it to whatever creative skill set it is that you have. But basically, like, somebody's saying that you misuse whatever it is, and you are trying to con people, basically. Okay, you're not who you say you are, and people around them have actually been watching you and realizing that's not true. Okay, but they've said nothing, and then this person slipped up at this party or event, but it became personal to these flying monkeys, and that's why they're now standing up. Okay, and the other way, I was going to come at it another way, and I can't remember what it was. Okay, maybe I don't need to talk about that now. But there was another way. There was another part of that I was going to tap into, and I can't. That's gone now, so maybe I don't need to bring that forward. It says shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Yeah, you this person, like, I've completely lost what I was channeling. I don't know why. I feel like there's a message within that. This person wants to stop you. This person wants to prevent you from doing whatever it is that you're doing, because you're exposing them. You're bringing something to light. You shining your light is exposing them for who they really are. But they want to try and tap back into your energy, because their mask is starting to slip. Their mask is starting to slip, and they need to tap back into your energy to fill their cup. So I'm seeing like a zip. So when they pull on your energy and they siphon your energy, they're able to seal this mask so the mask doesn't slip. But because they're not in your energy, the zip is breaking. The zip won't zip. And the truth is coming out. Their true face is being shown. And at the moment, they're in hiding. They're in hiding. On the bottom of the deck, we have leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Your faith, they underestimated your faith in yourself, your trust, your faith in your intuition, and your trust and faith in the divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors, all of that. They underestimated how intuitive you really were, and now they're scared. I'm also hearing, like, they're angry because they were under some sort of impression that either they could bring you back, get back into your energy and bring you back in so that they could continue to control you, get you back under control, or that, like, in their head, they were literally, like, I'm starting to feel a little bit funny and like I'm not quite here. Okay, this person's not all there, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. I'm just trying to explain the energy. There is something not quite right in this person's mind, okay? So they may need medical assistance, okay? They're upset because they're realizing that their intuition was wrong. They may have been using tarot or some sort of divination practice to look into you, okay? They may have had some false reading, or they may have been watching you. This has come out before in one of my other readings. They may have been watching your readings and assuming that they are the collective, that they are the chosen one, and that you are the villain. They've convinced themselves that you're the villain. But they've this is kind of like they've convinced themselves that they are you. They're very, very obsessed with you, okay? And I feel like they've been telling other people that you're obsessed with them, and by you not showing up proved them wrong. And it's kind of like they're now going through some sort of cognitive dissonance where what they're saying, what they're believing isn't matching up with what's actually happening with their reality, okay? But they're absolutely furious that you've walked away from them, because I'm hearing people don't walk away from me, I walk away from them. So they may have had some sort of plan to bring you back in. So you may have walked away from them, and on some level they know you walked away from them. And I feel like there was some sort of plan to get back into your energy so that they could reject you, so that they could walk away from you as some sort of punishment to show you what it feels like as punishment for walking away from them. They wanted to bring you back in so that they could walk away from you and kind of get revenge. It's very vengeful, like very almost sadistic, because this person gets off on hurting others. It's like this: you did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you. But you didn't walk away from them to hurt them. You walked away from them because they weren't respecting your boundaries, and you had to up your boundaries, okay? Because you could see what was going on. You could see their true intentions towards you, and you were like, no, no, I'm not entertaining that. But because you haven't gone back, their plan has backfired on them, because now they don't have access to you. Now they're not sure how to gain access to you. They don't like being told no. You are like the first person that has actually told this person no and stood on it, like stood 10 toes down, followed through. And they're like, no, nobody does that to me. I do that to you. This feels very narcissistic. Like, that if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, a true narcissist, and a narcissistic personality disorder does need to be diagnosed, okay? There are people out there with narcissistic behaviours, we all do, but it's learned behaviour. The difference between a true narcissist and someone with narcissistic tendencies is the willingness to grow and evolve, okay, and take accountability. This person is not willing to take accountability for their actions. they're blaming their actions on you. So basically, they acted how they acted. They did what they did because you rejected them, you walked away from them. But they're not seeing what they did that led up to you walking away. But this person is absolutely furious. Like, I can't even, raging because they got told no. Because you didn't fall for their plan. They feel like they got played when they were trying to play you. But yeah, as I was saying, if you've dealt with a true narcissist, when you walk away from the narcissist, and when you say no to the narcissist, that's when the attacks come. That's when they really amp up. But this person, I can see them like trying to physically lash out. This person has major anger issues. But I can see somebody kind of like holding them back. So I feel like Spirit are outrightly saying, you are protected, no harm will come to you. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. Okay? That doesn't mean the weapon won't be formed. It's just that it won't prosper. Okay? So this person wants to lash out at you. But it could just be verbally, okay? They might want to verbally put you in your place, verbally humble you. But they almost feel as well like they're the type of person that's telling others they're going to do this, but won't necessarily follow through unless they snap. This first person feels like they're about to snap because you said no, because you didn't fall for the plan, because their plan has backfired on them and they're being exposed. You've exposed them. You've made them feel vulnerable. And Spirit are saying they won't harm you. You are absolutely safe. Trust and have faith in that. But there is somebody that is aware of this person, this bully, and what they are capable of, and they are going to put a stop to it, okay? So Spirit will act in the spiritual, and then they will find somebody in the physical to then, you know, be the physical protection, if that makes sense. Be the physical, whatever it is that you need, whatever they want, they will do the spiritual, and then they will find, I'm trying to find a word. Let's use protection as an example. So you are protected spiritually, but because Spirit, the angels and all that lot are not physical, there's a few ways that they will manifest that into the physical, okay? Either they will come down and manifest for a day or two to carry out what's been done in the spiritual, or they will find somebody to it may be within someone's soul contract with you to then be that physical buffer, so to speak, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here, that there is a flying monkey around this person who is going to stop this person coming at you, okay? I'm also being drawn to cord cutting, okay, and needing to explain cord cutting. When you cut energetic cords, that's all well and good, but that has to then filter down to the physical. So if you're being guided to cut someone off, if you've been cutting cords and asking Spirit to remove people from your lives, Spirit are going to reveal who those people are, and you're going to be guided by your intuition to cut those people off. And then it is up to you to act that out, clear that out in the physical, okay? Spirit are not going to do everything for you. They can work on the spiritual realms, and then it has to manifest down into the physical. So to order for that to manifest in the physical, either you've got to cut this person off, or they're going to make a situation that comes in where this person will cut you off. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I don't know why I had to bring that through, but there's obviously somebody is asking something. But this person is just literally raging. There's someone around this person as well who was feeding the narrative that you were the villain, that was stabbing the knife in and twisting it, stirring the pot, and they're now looking at this person like, oh shit, I might have like stirred the pot a little bit too much. So you know when someone's upset with someone and they vent to a friend or a family member or a colleague, whatever, and somebody around them is also like a secret hater, so they'll be like, yeah, they were totally in the wrong, they did this, and yeah, you know, and then they'll remind this bully or this person of, you know, just dig the knife in where you're concerned even more. This person's now realizing that they maybe kind of twisted the pot a little bit too much, because I think even they are shocked by this person's reaction. Okay, so whilst this person was trying to control and manipulate you, they were also the puppet for somebody else. Okay. High Priestess clarifying, trust your vibes. Look at that. I can't say much more about that. Trust your intuition. You know who this is, what you have been feeling in your gut, whatever it is that's coming, that your intuition is trying to tell you. Trust it. Just trust and have faith. Okay. This is also like secrets. It could be something that's hidden. Something hidden coming to light. Let's get some more clarification, please. Move your body. Oh my goodness. I just feel like this is kind of like, you're an absolute star. You're a chosen one, a golden child, a messenger of the divine, God, source, creation, whatever your belief system is. And this person's been trying to say that you are acting from your wounds, and that they're really healed and they're unbothered by you moving away from them, or you like not having this contact. It's kind of like a relief for them because you're obsessed with them, and they kind of like humor you and put up with you because they feel sorry for you. And yeah, it's just the other way round. You're about to be seen. Something about going viral. Some sort of recognition is coming in for you, and this could be with regards to who you truly are. This could be some sort of like business or career, but you're about to, it's almost like you're about to go viral, but for all the right reasons. I feel like for the people around this bully, around this narcissist, for some time things haven't quite made sense and they haven't been able to put their finger on it, and now they're seeing you for who you truly are, an earth angel, and what you stand for. Things are starting to fall into place for them. Things are starting to make sense. Okay. I'm hearing Shine a Light by McFly. Specifically, shine a light on her. So the light is being shone on your true form as well as this person's true form. So as you kind of, this person doesn't want you to be seen. Okay, they don't want you, they want you to be depressed, isolated, stuck at home, because when you are out and about, you're proving this person wrong. Okay, you're being seen, your glow up is being seen, the fact that you're doing really well is being seen. This person wants you stuck at home, isolated, away from everybody. One, because they don't want to see your achievements, because it almost feels like it's rubbing salt into their wounds because you're doing better without them, and they don't want that. And two, because they don't want others to see you and how well you're doing, because then others are going to see that you're thriving without them, and it's going to put shine a light and expose on their lies and expose them for who they really are. I'm hearing again, going back to McFly, shine a light. She took her light and left me in the dark. This person is in the dark about what is going on with you in your life, and every time they see, so they are assuming as well that you're sat at home depressed and that everything that they want for you is working, it's manifesting. And then you come out and they're like, how? They may have been doing spell work or just sending you ill intentions, okay? And when you're not seen, they're under the belief that this is working, but when you're in the dark, you're transforming, you're still shining your light. You're still shining your light, you're still working on it, you're working on your healing. When you go into, like, when you're isolated, you're in hermit mode and you're self-isolating. You're not isolating because this person's spell work or ill intentions is working. You are isolating because you are isolating yourself. And when you're in that energy, you're healing. You're doing what you need to do to fill your own cup. You're rejuvenating. You're working on your next glow up. Okay? But you've taken your light away from this person and they feel left in the dark. You move in the shadows. You're moving in the shadows. They don't know your next move. And they don't like this. They don't like not knowing your next move. Like, they thought they had it in the bag. That's what I'm hearing. I had it in the bag. I thought I had it in the bag. They thought that you were just going to show up to this party or this event and they were going to have you right where they wanted you. But you never let on that you weren't going, and you never said you were going. You said nothing. This person just thought that, oh, they'll just turn up and it's not an issue. They'll just turn up on the night. They'll just turn up on the day. They'll just turn up. But you didn't. And it threw them. It knocked them. And in that split second, in that time frame, their mask slipped and others around them saw it. It did not go unnoticed. But you taking your light away has shown this person or this group of people what you actually brought to the table. They're now realizing that what you brought to the table. Yeah. You're in separation from this person. This is giving me separation vibes. Whether you're in this energy of rest and rejuvenation, you're shining your light anyway. In this separation, you're doing, like, this is all your wish fulfillments, all your blessings coming in. You separated. This is confirmation. You've separated sorry, I'll slow down. You've separated yourself from this person and the situation, and your blessings are unfolding. okay? Your wish fulfillments, whatever it is, your happiness is coming in. This person is the one who is now feeling lost, desperate, isolated, depressed, because you took your light. You took your light from this person or this group of people, and somebody in particular is really not happy. Let's get some more clarification. Yeah. Somebody has had some sort of epiphany. I'm telling you now, something came to light at this party or this event. Someone had some sort of wake-up call, some sort of epiphany, some sort of like aha moment when it comes to you and your relationship with this person or this situation. Somebody realized that you are a true earth angel, that you are the one, that you were the victim, that they victimized you. Choices. Yeah. And it's made them question their choices, their decisions, and their actions when it came to you and this other person. And they know they owe you an apology. They know they acted childishly, or that this person acted childishly. Somebody, they're having a realization not only about their actions. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that this person's true intentions with regards to their actions and their choices towards you in the past have been seen, but also their true intentions for hosting this party or event. And somebody's realizing that this person is emotionally immature. They're not emotionally stable, that you are the emotionally stable one, that you are not the one that was acting childishly at all, that you saw this person and how they were acting and you chose to walk away. And they're really sorry. They have deep regrets over their actions and choices towards you, but they're really angry with this bully, this narcissist, because if it wasn't for this bully or this narcissist giving false information, spreading lies about you, they don't feel like they would have had to make the choices that they did. They wouldn't have been they were put in a difficult position, and they made choices based on what this bully or this narcissist was saying and doing about you. And they're in deep regret over that, because they can see how blessed you are, how blessed and well the people around you are doing. And I just heard, like, I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. They're realizing that you are a true earth angel, that this person, this bully, this narcissist is obsessed with you. We have the devil. That this narcissist acted from ego and control, and that they were also acting, they were being controlled, and that their choices came from ego and fear and trying to control. I feel like they were trying to I feel like they sided with this narcissist or this bully over you because they were trying to pacify them, because they were trying to, they know what this person is like, and they were trying to diffuse the situation, but the situation kind of got out of hand, and they're realizing now how out of hand it is, and they're realizing, yeah, it did go too far, and they are realizing their part in that, and they are sorry. They may well be coming in with an apology. I just feel really drawn to clarify this Ace of Swords. Let's clarify this Ace of Swords and see if we can get any more information, because this is truth. The truth is being seen, it's being shown, and because it's in her mind at the moment, it's just in the mind. It's not necessarily being, although the swords represents communication, and that can be verbal, it could also be like email, text message, social media, that sort of communication. Okay, could even be a letter for some of you, but there is some sort of truth that was revealed, some sort of epiphany, because I'm just being shown it in her mind. This feels like some sort of like penny dropping, so to speak, some sort of communication of the mind, something that they're keeping to the side for now, but it's in their head. They've stored it for later. And again, I'm being drawn back to this Trust Your Vibes card, and her hands are on the sides of her head. The eye, in all three of these cards, the eyes are closed. This is somebody trying to tap into their intuition and trusting what their intuition is telling them with regards to this personal situation, and something being off about it. But there's some sort of information that's been stored for later, or there's been some sort of something that was said to them, or some sort of communication that was given to them that at the time they dismissed, but it's stored and they're remembering something. Okay, narcissists don't like it when you remember what they've said. And as I said that, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords has come out. I thought that was the 7 then, and I was because I heard sneaky. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Someone's realizing why you stepped away, because this is like you turned your back and you ran. You couldn't get out of there quick enough. Someone's realizing why you stepped away from this narcissist. Someone's remembering something as well. Okay, something that you said. Right, so you could have, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands, and I heard plotting and planning. You knew there was a plot or a plan against you, and you up sticks and skedaddled out of there. You saw the plan. But I'm being drawn back to what I was saying about you may have predicted something, or there's something about you communicating something to do with when a relationship isn't balanced and you're being taken for granted. Now, it may not be these exact words, so don't take it as from what I'm saying. It's the kind of the energy, hopefully you'll get the gist of where I'm going with this. You are somebody that when a relationship isn't balanced, it's not reciprocal, you feel like you're being taken for granted, or you can see that somebody doesn't have true intentions towards you, you're not going to get aggressive, you're not going to get confrontational, you're quietly going to detach yourself. And somebody is realizing, and when I say quietly, you're going to do it quietly, but you're going to do it quickly too. You're going to detach very, very quickly. You detach quickly, but you go quietly, and it isn't necessarily it's not necessarily quick. It can be like over time, but once you make that decision to leave, you move quickly. You move very, very quickly. Things move quickly. But somebody's remembering something that you said, either with regard to this bully or this narcissist, or something that you said about when a relationship isn't balanced and people's ill intentions towards you are shown to you, that you're going to up sticks and leave. That you're not doing things, that it's, I'm going to love you from a distance. I'm not going to change who you are. I'm not going to try and change you. I'm not going to try and force you to listen to who I am and force those changes on you. But I'm asking you to stop treating me that way. And if you're going to treat me that way, I'm going to have to move over here. I'm going to have to walk away from you. So someone's realizing that they were warned. That you've done exactly what you said you would do. You may have told somebody that you were going to walk away from a person, this bully, this narcissist, because they didn't have because they were jealous and resentful, and this person dismissed it. But they're now remembering, and this person, this bully, this narcissist has shown their mask slipped, and their jealousy and resentment came out. Something they said or did. And then they tried to catch themselves very, very quickly and turn it around. But you could have somebody wants to apologize to you, but they don't know how to approach you. They're not sure how to approach you to apologize. Somebody wants to apologize for acting childish towards you and not coming to you like a grown-up. Okay? But yeah, somebody wants to come in with an apology. They're just not sure how to approach you. All right? So I'm going to pull some cards for guidance on how to move forward with this situation. Okay. Painting with magic. I don't have to know everything all the time. Yeah, you didn't know everything about this situation. You just trusted and had faith in the unknown, and you trusted in your intuition, because trusting in your intuition is trusting in the unknown. It's trusting in what you can't see, having faith in, I don't know, I don't understand why I'm feeling this, but I'm feeling it for a reason, and I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to have trust and faith that something feels off to me, and I'm going to trust that even though I can't see, or this isn't making sense to me, and I'm just going to have trust and faith in the divine that when it's meant to, it will all make sense, okay? Build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. I feel like you're being guided to get out in nature, okay? Get out in nature. You may have a fairy connection. You may want to build a fairy house. If you're thinking about it, this is your confirmation from Spirit to do that, okay? But this is confirmation or advice and guidance to get out in nature. And by being out in nature, that's going to allow you to tap into that fairy energy, okay? Because I feel like there's fairies or the fae that want to help you, okay? They want to help you with something, okay? I'm hearing abundance, okay? So it may be the fairies want to gift you with some sort of abundance, okay? We have wish upon a star. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. And we had the star coming out as well. You're a star. You're a star, you're a leader, you're meant for something more. You have on the bottom of the deck, wishing boat, I look forward to new challenges. There's a new beginning for you. There's a new beginning for you. Something is changing. Something is coming in for you. Your blessing, I've just heard your blessings are being activated, okay? Something that you've wished for is about to materialize. And I feel like connecting with nature, it doesn't have to be fairies if that's not your belief system, but if you've got animals, spend time with your animals, get outdoors and spend time with nature. It could be like, you know, even going to the beach, there are the sea creatures. Getting out into nature, you're going to be greeted by wild animals. You may notice that lately animals are really drawn to you, okay? That's a really good sign that you are in alignment. There may be some spirit messages with regards to animals, like spiritual meanings. So if you're seeing a particular animal, look up its spiritual meaning, okay? When I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what it is going to be. Absolutely. You're trusting in the unknown. You're enjoying not knowing everything, because then it's kind of like an adventure. It's like, oh, what's next? It keeps life interesting. You don't need to know everything all the time. With regards to looking up spiritual meanings for animals, I'm also being told to guide you to look up the colour as well. The specific colour. So if you're seeing like a black or a white rabbit, look up that colour meaning. Specifically Google or search for spiritual meaning for black rabbit, or spiritual meaning for white rabbit, or red squirrel, or something like that, okay? Because there may be an extra message for you there. Today, everything is unfolding perfectly according to a greater plan. Yeah, you're trusting and having faith that when it's meant to, everything that's happened, everything that's going on, everything that your intuition is telling you to do, everything it's guiding you towards is going to make sense. And I feel like that is coming in. That it's all going to make sense for you very, very soon, okay? Because something is manifesting for you. I feel like this is giving me leader energy. I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground. I never give up. You stood your ground. Don't worry about this person, okay? And don't focus on them. Continue to focus on yourself. Keep moving forward, all right? Keep moving forward. Let spirit deal with them. It's all in hand. Today I dare to do something differently, okay? So do something today that you wouldn't normally do, as long as it's safe, of course. Don't put yourself in danger. I'm also being drawn to, I'm seeing fire and putting paper on fire, okay? Tap into fire energy, okay? Safely. Write down everything that you want to release, but also make sure that when you're releasing something, or you're asking to release something, that we're also asking for something in return, so that you have that balance, okay? I think that's it for today. I'm not picking up on anything else, but yeah, just continue to have trust and faith in what you don't know. Enjoy the journey. Be excited that there's something coming in for you, because I feel like there is something coming in that is going to be unexpected, something that you haven't asked for, but the universe, because of all the hard work that you've done, because you've shown loyalty to not only yourself, but when you show loyalty to yourself, you're showing the universe that loyalty as well. And because you've just continued to put that good energy out there, regardless of what's been going on around you with this person and situation, the universe wants to bless you with something that you kind of need. On some level, it's kind of like you need it, but you're not aware that you need it, and that's why you haven't asked for it. But it's going to be something amazing. And as I'm saying that, I can feel my cheeks glowing. It's really going to, like, it's just going to make you really, really happy that people are not going to have any choice but to see that happiness radiating outside of you. Okay, something about glowing, but you're being blessed with something. And I feel like this could also be something that someone tried to take away from you, but you're not necessarily aware that somebody tried to take this from you, but the spirit are going to bless you with it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Namaste.